Hey everybody, welcome to Fix My Marketing. Let's make sure that we are live everywhere we're supposed to be. Give me 1 second, there we go. You're in all the right places. All right, let's get out of that. Record. All right, hey, welcome to the June 10th, 2020 edition of Fix My Marketing. We've got a number of things for you today. In the direct mail bag, you may remember in a previous episode, I showed you a shock and awe box, a shock and awe envelope delivered by a mesothelioma personal injury attorney. Well, it's been a month since they sent that. In the meantime, I have gotten emails from them. I have gotten phone calls from them. And recently I picked up in the mail another priority mail envelope from them. This had a 2-page letter reminding me that it's been a while since I requested information in regards to the possible mesothelioma diagnosis, a business card, and 2 little flyer thingy cards on how the bankruptcy trust funds process works about mesothelioma. And then I got a phone call the day after this arrived from the person whose business card it is, checking up on me. So, Facebook ad to quiz online to offline shock and awe box to email, phone follow-up, then direct mail and phone follow-up. If a personal injury lawyer can do it, you can do it. Guess what? Today is June 10th, and you know what that means. June 10th is National Iced Tea Day. So have a glass of iced tea. Tomorrow, June 11th, is Corn on the Cob Day, and this is very exciting. Friday, June 12th, is National Magic Day. So perhaps at our mastermind, we'll have to do some magic. And then it is also National Superman Day and National, oh, my wife will like this, Friday is National Flip-Flop Day. So honey, you better wear your flip-flops. Hey, Jonathan. All right, special shout out to our graphic designer, Kristen Watt, and our awesome client, Dr. Ted Korn of Korn Wellness. This is their box. So this is the Can Survive and Thrive box. And you can see it's all professionally branded and designed to them. And now their monthly membership program is coming with a box of the month that hopefully launches today or tomorrow. And we got the boxes in, we got the DVDs in, we got the note cards that go in, we're getting all the contents of the box ready so that when people buy from that webinar at $300 a month, the boxes are ready to ship. So we are super excited to add the physical box of the month component to his online group coaching program and help lots of people release their chronic health condition with a C word that I won't name. So super excited about that. Way to go, Dr. Ted and Kristen. Now, what we're going to talk about next is we are going to jump into some Facebook ads and then tell you some of what's coming. So I don't know how many of you have kids. If you play a game called Animal Crossing, apparently there's an online version where instead of just staying on your character's island, you can go to other people's. And now brands are setting up shop in the game. They can't just write a check. They have to play the game and earn the resources and mine it and get the lumber and build stuff, literally like everybody else. Hey, Linda. So that now they're building an island resort inside of the game where you can go and visit and have experiences related to that company and their products and services. And they literally had to assign members of their team, of their advertising team and their marketing teams to all sit on the Nintendo Switch all day and play. They literally had to pay them to play like 8 hours a day to harvest all the resources to build their island so that it looked like a resort. So I thought that, hey, you could be an ad guy and get paid to play video games, apparently. So I thought about how now in that game, if you play online, hypothetically, my kids now get exposed to experiences and ad messages inside of the game. So I thought that was very clever of some of those brands who are starting to build out environments in this virtual world to attract people. So I thought that was very clever. Perhaps we should all be playing Animal Crossing. And well, then we had that sparked a geopolitical discussion, because in Animal Crossing, if you're not familiar with it, you start the game with a little island and a tent, and you start the game owing money, like hundreds of thousands of dollars, of virtual dollars, I think, into a loan shark for the island. I think that's what it is. And you have to spend the game harvesting resources, and you have to build up your island. You have to build up from a tent to a house, and you have to build things and sell things to make money to pay off your debt. And the whole point of the game is to, I believe I said, Ella, when do you get if you win? She said, I don't know. I've seen that people have posted that they paid off their debt and they won, and they posted a picture of the screen where it says you paid it off, but no one has ever said what happens after. So I don't know if that's, hey Scott, if that's because the game ends, or if because the game won't let you post because it wants it to be a surprise. So we had to have a conversation about how forcing you into debt and not giving you a choice is not capitalism, and fixing the prices is, there's a monopoly. You can only, what you can sell things for and what you can pay for is all fixed in the game. So we had a conversation about capitalism, communism, socialism. You can't, build a business in the game and make more money faster. You can't do other things. You can harvest more lumber. You can catch more fish. You can do more fruit. You can't have any of the villagers work for you. You can't pay them to go fish for you and generate passive revenue. We could have a whole discussion about that. All right, let's get into some Facebook ads. All right, this is a HVAC company. We're going to take a look at their I got to move the bar. We're going to take a look at their campaign. Where was I? It was, okay, video views. All right, so sorry about that. 3 plays. Okay, so if you go look at the ad set, we see issue number 1. They only had the ad running for a couple of weeks, and they told Facebook they were going to have the ad running for a couple of weeks. So even if you want to only run the ad, whether it's a specific promotion or you're trying to spend a specific amount of money, don't tell Facebook that, because Facebook is an ad agency. And once they see this person's only advertising for $5 a day for 3 weeks, instantly their calculator says, we're only going to make like 150 bucks off this person. They're small potatoes. So don't tell them you're small potatoes. Even if you're running $5, $10 a day, which I wouldn't necessarily recommend, I would not put a deadline on it. Just put a note on your calendar to go pause the ad. Don't tell Facebook when it's going to end. Next issue is, this is all of New York State. Brian, I don't think you serve all of New York State. You're Western New York, as far as I knew. And that you targeted everybody age 18 to 65. None of them, you're selling air conditioners, ductless AC, heating and cooling, generators. Don't I need to own a home? Right? I'm not buying central AC for my apartment because my landlord, that's their problem, right? I don't have to worry about that. So nobody's buying I would think at the very least you got to target homeowners. And if not, I don't think an 18-year-old necessarily is going to spend $5,000 on a generator. I think they at least got to be 21, right? I would do homeowners. I would do older than this, so that we know that they can afford it. You could target income by zip code. Hey, Scott, so you have a better shot. Not sure why you're in the Facebook marketplace. I don't know that anybody's shopping for HVAC. 15 million people is way too broad. I mean, you're in Western New York. So it's way too broad an audience. You got to niche, you got to target your ideal customers. And then if you go look at the video, yeah, if you're in the Western New York region and need an emergency heating, plumbing, air quality, or power. So I can't see the video itself. Oh. Why are you off to the side? Is it to show your brand? You could have moved the camera. Okay. So that's my thought. I would work on the targeting. I don't necessarily know. I don't know if the video's got a clear call to action or how. I didn't watch it all the way through. But the biggest thing I would see is you got to tweak the audience because right now it's way too broad. All right, next. Okay, this is John Debevois. He is one of our podcaster clients. And he said, hey, can we run some Facebook ads to get me more podcast listeners? And we said, of course we can. Write a check and let's do it. So the first test, he got 191 engagements, which was really bad, which is really low for what because he's going nationwide for his target market. So if I show you the ad, I'm going to show you the interesting thing that I think is the theory behind the difference. So Facebook says you can only have 20% of your ad be text. The rest has to be an image. So Facebook has something called the Facebook ad grid, where you can upload your image, click on the pixels in your ad, the blocks in your ad that have text, and Facebook will calculate and say if your ad is okay. Hey, Robin. So we did that with this ad. And they said it was less than 20%. It was fine, and it ran. And as you can see, we got 191 post engagements, which is very frustrating for his ad. What was more frustrating was 42 cents an engagement. So we did another ad for a different episode. We tweaked the image, even though Facebook said it was okay. For this one, we made it even less text. We got 8,323 engagements at a penny. We literally advertised to the same audience. And it'll look, if I show you the ad, it'll look the same. You'll swear, maybe you won't swear about it, but we tweaked the image. It looks very, very similar. And according to Facebook's ad grid, it's literally it's a small percentage less than 20%. The other one was like 19% text. This one is we made the picture bigger. It's a little bit less text. But our theory is we're going to test through 2 more episodes with that style image and see if we keep getting the same numbers. Then it was the issue of when we gave Facebook a few percent less text, they gave us a whole lot more traffic. Hey, Mike. Hey, John. Hey, Aaron. Next up, this is Shayna James. Shayna is a dating coach for divorced men. Now, you will see right now we are giving away an ebook via a Facebook Messenger bot. Now, here is the interesting thing. You will see there are 4 tests. There's a reason why there's 4 tests, because 3 of them got banned. We had to run 4 different versions of the ad and the video before we got one Facebook would approve. Now, the original ad said, are you a man 35 to, I think, 55, divorced, dating again, and then went into the rest of the ad with what their problem was and what the call to action was and what the offer was. So Facebook said, you can't do that. You're referencing their gender. Are you a man? So I caught, are you a man? Then it banned the ad saying you're referencing their age, 35 to 55. So we cut that. Then it said you're referencing their relationship status. So we cut that. And as you can see, the ad now says, hi, I'm Shayna James, for the last 15 years as a coach. We got rid of the call outs to the audience and went straight into who she is and what she does and what they can do. Now, the interesting thing is in the Facebook ad, we are targeting divorced men, 35 to 55, who are fans of who are using dating websites. So we know they're divorced, they're men, they're the right age, and they're dating, most likely. But Facebook wouldn't let us say it in the ad. So you'll see 35 to 50 male, divorced, interested in online dating sites. And now Facebook is letting us run the ad, and it's working. We have 4,000 engagements at a penny a piece, and people are signing up for her messenger bot, answering the questions, and then getting delivered the ebook. And then hopefully after they read the ebook, they're going to take the quiz, which will then turn them into a coaching session with Shayna, who will hopefully turn them into a client and a happily dating, divorced, and then in a relationship man, if I said that right. Hey, Heather. Hey, Chris. So it works, but you've got to keep testing things. I kept having to edit. I edited her video in iMovie, and I was pinching the timeline, cutting out one sentence at a time until we finally, I think we went from like 1 minute. The original video, I'll tell you, hang on. The original video was like a minute. Hang on, stay with me. The original video, Shayna, where are you? The original video was like 1 minute and 10 seconds. And her most current video, 2 seconds, and I'll tell you. Her most current video, we went from 1 minute 10 down to 53 seconds. So we cut like 20 seconds of the video because those were the call outs to her target market, which normally would work. Normally, that's a good idea to let your target market that this is for them, right? Normally we would, in all of my financial services marketing ads, going to advisors, we say, attention, independent financial advisors, attention, registered investment advisors. Are you sick of this? Are you fed up with this? Are you tired of that? Hey, here's who I am. I had the same problem. Here's how I fixed it. Here's what I got for you to learn how you can go fix it too. And that's one of the formulas we use when we create social online advertising, because you only have so much time and space. So it makes sense to call out to your target market right away so that they stop, they don't scroll through, they don't skip, and they watch past the first like 9 seconds. However, what we found in her case, because her target market was so specific and was age, gender, and marital relationship status based, Facebook wouldn't let her tell them she was, hey, Joanne, hey, Michael. Facebook would not let her tell them. Michael says video views. We were doing, hang on a second. Let's go look at video views. Cost per through play, 4 cents. Through play, 698. So 4,172 people watched up 3 seconds of it. About 15% of those watched the whole thing. Or were you asking if we're doing a separate campaign just for video views? This was an engagement because I want people, because in order to participate in the Messenger bot, the lead capture and follow-up automated system, I need them to comment ebook on that post. I need them to write below it so that it triggers the follow-up sequence. Hopefully that answers your question. All right, and then let's see, I'll give you guys a second and see if anybody's got any questions. It doesn't have to be out the ads I'm showing you from clients. You can ask me questions about whatever you've got, business and marketing, and fire away. I'm going to show you. Going once. Michael says, gotcha. Okay. All right. Next week, make sure you come back. First of all, we're having our online mastermind group, Small Business Marketing Strategy, on this Friday, June 12th. I'll go, if you're not coming, it's from noon to 3 Eastern time. Your first visit's free. We're going to learn to teach you some really cool stuff. I will post the link below this video. And then also make sure you tune in next Wednesday. We're going to be showing you some really cool stuff with YouTube ads. So thanks everybody for joining us.